What's up, guys? So we're going to go over some pistol basics, get down to stance, grip, breathing. There's a couple other fun things. Let's get to it. Now, with breathing exercise with pistol, we'll take that deep breath in, we'll let that deep breath out, and then after you let your breath out, you hold it, and that's when you shoot. Hold it. Because your body has gone into a complete cycle of respiratory and all the oxygen is into the body where it's needed. Letting my breath out. Hold it. As always, repetition, repetition. Practice makes perfect. Pick a spot in the target and try to line it up and hit that same spot every time. Hold it. First shooting stance we're going to go over is known as the isosceles stance. You may be wondering, why is it called the isosceles stance? Here's why. Well, first off, footing, feet forward. You want your legs about as wide as your shoulders. Grip your pistol. When you come up, now if you look, there's a triangle right there.
This is what it would look like from up top.
In high school, I used to always think with geometry, oh man, when am I going to ever use this in the real world? Well, math, there you go. Now this is one of the more popular stance. It's very simple to do as well. You want your feet as wide as your shoulders, knees bent a little bit, lean forward. You have your pistol coming up. You get that double grip in front. You extend, but not all the way out. And that's it. As simple as that. What's up, guys? So we covered the isosceles pistol shooting stance. We're moving on up to the Weaver. So what is the Weaver stance? First, what you'll do, your non-dominant foot. Me, I'm left-handed, so we'll go my right foot forward like this. Non-dominant foot, toes pointing forward on both. And back foot about a foot apart, shoulder width. Want to bend the front knee. Our back knee stays a little straight. This arm is a little bent towards the ground. Do while you're shooting with isometric tension. So you have your straight arm, you have a little bit of a bent arm. Tiny like this. And basically while you're shooting, so this arm would actually push forward while this arm actually push back. The benefits from doing this stance would be the advantage if you have to shoot on the move, duck behind cover. It also helps prevent muzzle lift by firing more live. So with the Olympic Summer Games, you guys remember the famous guy from Turkey leaning back, one arm shooting with no gear. Had a lot of people asking me about one-handed stance shooting pistol, so we'll get into it. Shooting one-handed in the sideways stance approach, you're a more difficult target to hit. One of the benefits. You can also shoot on the move. However, recoil is going to be a little bit more difficult to control in this case. And there's multiple methods of anchoring your other arm that you're not shooting with to help maintain balance and somewhat recoil control. So as always, let's begin with the basic. Guys, so let's get into the Weaver. Weapon up, non-dominant foot forward, knee bent a little bit wider than shoulder width. Shooting arm slightly bent, non-dominant arm extended. Let's go check her out. Alright, so the next one is one-handed shooting stance. Alright, with our one-handed shooting stance, you want to turn, have your foot facing this way, this one angled off there, shoulder width, and then when you draw, You can either put your hand here to brace. Putting your hand right here to brace anchors down. It helps absorb some of the recoil. Also steadies your shot. And then of course the anchoring down the stance. All right, let's move on to the other one-handed shooting stance. Stay tuned, guys. All right, so the next one is one-handed shooting stance. All right, with our one-handed shooting stance, you want to turn, have your foot facing this way, this one angled off there, shoulder width. And then when you draw, you can either put your hand here to brace. Putting your hand right here to brace anchors down. It helps absorb some of the recoil. Also steadies your shot. And then of course the anchoring down. Have your foot facing this way. This one angled off there, shoulder width. Put your hand here to brace. All right, let's move on to the other one-handed shooting stance. Stay tuned, guys. Stop, engage. One-handed shooting stance, basically the exact same, knee bent, 12 inches, except in this case you keep this hand here. You want to bend the top of your torso and lean towards where that second hand is. This helps you balance. Some like to place it in their pocket. Myself, I just keep it off down to the side, makes me more mobile. And then just do your breathing technique and exercises and shoot. Let's go check her out.